Hi everybody, it's Whitney Beckett and I am at the Nest office in Blacksburg, specifically 118 Country Club Drive Southwest, right across from Kroger. If you haven't been here before, hopefully you'll get to come see us soon. Wanted to just pop in and say hi. I'm the newest Nester here, so walk around the office. I'm still getting to know a lot of parts of it myself, so let's just walk through together. So the main office here is really cool. If you're from the area, you probably know this as former Radio Shack. We've got some great conference rooms and meeting spaces here, cozier spaces. Really love the decor that they've done with the place. In the back room, got some folks working, specifically Skip and Peg. They're back there. And then different desks for everyone. I really love these Nest magazine covers. I think it's a really neat touch. And then Live Where You Love on the wall. I really love that. And then the man behind the curtain, Jeremy, hides back here. Say hello.
Good afternoon.
My desk with my adorable children. And pardon our mess, we are collecting donations for Micah's backpack. So much so that we broke the table. So if you want more information about how to add to those donations, let us know. Be happy to do it. And we'll just circle back here. Get set up here real quick. But for those of you who I haven't had a chance to meet yet, I really hope to get to do that soon. So just a little bit about me. I started at Nest last month after just a tiny bit over a year as a real estate agent. Before that, I worked for the Virginia Tech Foundation and had been in property management since before I had a driver's license. For CMG leasing in the area. So kind of been around real estate and properties my entire life, fell in love with it pretty early and pretty excited now to be able to be doing what I had kind of always wanted to do. I think it's a perfect fit for me. So came to Nest after a year, talking about, just the culture here, the really cool, crisp, innovative marketing strategies. That's what really drew my attention first. And then once I started working with the other agents that are here, that was it. So realized it was a really good group, good camaraderie, and just a level of expertise that I knew was really going to help me to become the agent that I always wanted to be. So with real estate, I'll go back a little bit and talk about who I was before real estate. I'm from the area. I grew up in Rhino, Virginia, went to Auburn High School, and then went to Virginia Tech for my bachelor's degree in English literature and creative writing, so totally using that right now. I thought I was going to be a high school English teacher, and then quickly discovered that that wasn't going to be a good fit. Came here, and so my husband works on campus. Hi, TJ. And my two kiddos are 3 and almost 2. So life is very hectic, very crazy, but the best kind of hectic and crazy that I could have ever dreamed of. In terms of real estate, what my favorite thing about being a real estate agent has been is honestly having the knowledge and ability and the experience to help people with something so important. I've always had a really big heart for stewardship and making sure people are taken care of. I joke that I like to bring that mama bear energy to everything that I do, including my real estate transactions with folks. I always say if we work together, but at the end of our interaction, which it never really ends, I'm always going to be around and checking in on you and making sure you don't need anything else. But if you feel taken care of, then I've done my job. And I really do mean that. But I had one of my best days in real estate just a couple months ago. Got to hand the keys over to a first-time buyer he'd been saving up money for a place for himself and his daughter, and to be able to put the keys in his hand after he'd been working so hard for that goal was just one of the best days I've had doing this. And I know it hasn't been that many days, and they've all been post-COVID era as a real estate agent, but I feel pretty confident if can do it now, I'll be able to do it forever, which is the goal. But other things that I love about real estate, so obviously with a property management background, I have a really good eye for rental properties, what rent you could get out of certain properties and where folks like to live from that experience. Did property management in Blacksburg, Christiansburg, Radford, and even in Floyd a little bit. So got a little bit of everywhere experience all over the place with that. Also, we have our own Airbnb property that my husband and I take care of, and so getting into that market and helping people discover how great Airbnb can be, specifically in the whole financing piece and getting another asset for yourself. What's been my largest clientele in the past year and some change is first-time home buyers. And I really, really, really love working with first-time home buyers. If you've seen any of my videos, it's all about trying to educate people about the home buying process, because it's complicated. There's a reason this is a job. So if you've not watched any of my videos, go tune in. They're not terrible. But just, explaining a word in a real estate transaction that maybe you don't understand, that you hear all the time, just trying to make it a little bit simpler for everyone. Real estate should be accessible. Home ownership should be accessible to everyone, and I really believe that and truly take that to heart, not only for a sense of pride as a homeowner, but for the financial stability and the footing that it can give you in the future. And I'm really passionate about that, helping people make that first step and get that firm hold. So that's been a really, really big bright spot in the past year. Oh, okay. Live, you gotta love live stuff, guys. But again, I would absolutely love to meet you in person. Hopefully we're turning a corner where we get to do that soon, and would relish the opportunity to meet with you, chat with you, interact on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube at BuyNRV. Those are my names for all of those. Or if you have watched anything that I do, you know that I love to get coffee anytime. So hit me up. You bring the questions, I'll get the coffee.